guys, JjustGreg here. So today I'm actually going to be playing a game that I've played in the past a long time ago, and it's called Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadsville. I know this video will get 0 views because this is such a niche older game, but I thought, you know what, I just like showing games that I like to play, so I'm just gonna do an episode. Probably not more than that, but we'll see. I've reset my entire campaign just for this video. Will I regret that? Probably. So begins my new life in Seattle, Washington. Now for a fun day waiting for the cable guy to come connect the internet. I've got a couple of TV channels, but all they're showing is news about the crazy biting disease in Amsterdam. It sounds like they finally got it contained. Guess I'll unpack, take a shower, enjoy some me time. So yeah, I'm obviously gonna make myself, gonna be JjustGreg. Okay, so my job was just shop clerk, scavenging, and 25% better trades. No. Doctor, no. Retiree, no. Police officer. Honestly, I wanted to be a police officer when I was younger. Politician, leadership, and 1 extra survivor. You know what? Just because of that extra survivor, I think we're gonna go with politician. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go politician. I have a top hat. That's fantastic, but the extra survivor one is actually, that makes most sense for me. Okay, so the containment failed. The internet guy never came. This morning, I woke up to what I thought were protesters outside, but I was wrong. So very, very, very wrong. They're fighting in the street down there, with their hands and teeth just tearing into people. I saw a cop shoot a woman in the chest, covered in blood. She just got up and just kept fighting. On the news, they're telling us to stay indoors. They keep opening emergency shelters, but every time something goes wrong and it turns into another bloodbath. This infection is spreading so fast, it's in Vancouver and San Francisco now too. They've shut down the airport, but it's too late. It's too late, it's too late, it's too late, it's too late. I ran out of ramen and soda about the time the TV cut out. It was finally quiet outside, so I took what survival gear I had and made my way out to the street. The last shelter they broadcast was 10 blocks away, at a boys' private school. I made it halfway before I was attacked. I don't know why I didn't have a weapon ready. I guess I thought I could outrun them. I mean, since they're zombies and all, but they're faster than they look. While I was struggling with one of them, a soldier ran up and pulled it off of me. He shot it in the head. That stopped it, but it was too late. Too late, too late. I was bitten. The soldier pulled me into a building, and we waited while the zombies wandered around outside. Then he saw my bite. He drew his gun and said he was going to make it quick. I knew what the bite meant. I had a day, maybe 2 to live, but I didn't want to die. I fought with him, and the gun went off. I killed him. I killed a good man. He was trying to help, and I killed him. After Sergeant Hester's death, things got blurry. I slept beside his body, waited for the fever to start, waiting to die, but it never came. I snuck my way out of town. I was worried there would be repercussions for killing a soldier, but everyone was too busy to care. I've been working my way east through the suburbs on foot, scavenging what I need and avoiding zombie and human alike. It's been 2 years since the outbreak. I've been keeping to myself, moving from place to place. The few people I take up with seem to disappear or die before long. But I met this woman, Diane. She's different. She wants to stop running, to settle down and build something that'll last. I'm going to help her. Diane found us a small town in the Cascade Mountains named Snowmie. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, okay? Lots of food and supplies, few dead. No more living in fear, hiding like animals. It's time to make a stand. It's time to rebuild. Yeah, so we're just not gonna name that city like that. We're gonna call it Snowmie. That way it's easier to pronounce for everybody. We're not gonna play it easy. We're gonna play it on, obviously, impossible mode. We're just gonna play normal. Okay, so what the thing about this game is like you need to reclaim a city. And then when you reclaim a city, you go to the next level. And the fun part about that is you can actually take a survivor or 2 with you. And so like you can, you know, leave people behind and stuff like that, keep them in charge. It's pretty fun. Like that's why I kind of wanted to play this again. It's been a long time since I played this. So we need to reclaim 15 buildings. So that's the mission, right? Oh yeah, every survivor learns one skill. Leaders by leading, builders by building, and so on. They can change training at a school. You're special, Greg. You can improve all 5 skills. Okay, so if we look at all the characters, so like my character is pretty much everything. That's an attacking skill, so that's what soldier. This one is scavenger, and this one is builder. Okay. Now look, Jacksepticeye's so like you need to make sure that there are not a lot of zombies at the borders, because if they build up, you are going to be in a lot of trouble. This is how I always look. It's like, okay, 3 zombies. How many zombies here? 6 zombies. So start killing them. Start like if the thing is, if you don't kill zombies, stuff like this is gonna happen. And that's actually going to be an issue. 5 zombies, so you're going to kill the zombies. You're a soldier, you can do it. And that's how they attack. Now attack. Need to thank whoever idea it was to dig that small moat around the fort. 0 danger. And yes, it has permadeath, so if someone dies, they're done. Okay, so we reclaimed that. The second she's done with killing, I'm going to reclaim the farm. See the smiley face on the left? That's the average happiness of our survivors. If it's low, people might refuse to work. Or worse, churches, bars, and time off missions make people happy. Michael Donnellan heard crying last night and went into the city to see what it was. He found a young girl wandering out there, exhausted, traumatized, and alone. The kid is in shock. She hasn't said a word. We don't know where she's from or what happened to her family, but can guess the worst. She's been sticking close to Michael. We're gonna adopt her. Michael took the kid in. We eventually coaxed a name out of her, Terry. It's going to take some time before the poor girl's life is back to normal, if you could ever call this kind of life normal. But she'll heal and adapt. Children are pretty flexible that way. I was nearly finished walling off the big farm when this big old cellar door I thought locked suddenly popped open. This dude came charging out with a torch in one hand and a rifle with another, screaming like a man storming the front. I thought he was going to kill me. Well, he still might. Now he's pointing that gun at my chest and demanding we leave the farm. No. Each survivor can hold 1 weapon and 1 tool. Okay, cool. That didn't go well. I got closer so we could talk face to face. I figured if he just looked me in the eyes, well, no, you understand I meant no harm. But he turned that gun on me, and I reacted, grabbing his arms and forcing them upward. Blew his own head off. This was an accident. I feel terrible. I don't know what to do with myself. I guess I'll finish that wall now. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna let that go. Okay, so what I'm now gonna do is I'm gonna stack and confront that. So that's what you can also do. Like, as you can see, everybody's leveling up. Okay, so good start. The 6 of us are starting to see some progress here in Snowmie. We reclaimed enough buildings so that you can eventually go for a little jog around the neighborhood. Think of that. Running for fun, not for your life. Exercise, recreation, spandex, running shorts. These are the things we're looking forward to. Hell yeah. Okay, so like, how did trading go again? Oh yeah, I'm a politician, so we're just gonna trade. You can fight him, but that's not advisable. Like, don't fight him. So, policy, stranger danger. We're not the only living people left in the city, but there's no telling how people we meet out there are going to treat us, our scavengers and soldiers. Sometimes they greet us with shouts of joy, sometimes with warning shots. Sometimes it might be best to shoot first. So I'll just go middle route. I've met people in the last few years who would just as soon kill me as take my stuff as have a conversation. But I've also have had my life saved by a total stranger. We should size new people up cautiously before we invite them into the fort. We can change this policy later. So that's basically the simple middle ground. It's good too. You're not a leader, I know, but still. Kill here. Make sure you're not there. Kill them. Okay. Nice. We're doing fantastic now. What's this? What's going on? The end of the world hasn't been kind to most. Some guy covered in rags dug under the fence last night and started running around, yelling at everyone to beware the duck. He started to get a little too rough with Michael Donnellan, and we had to put him down. Oh man, I forgot how much I love this weird... Whoa, 34, that's dangerous. The weird storytelling, I love it. It's just fantastic. It's so absurd that I just love it. There are 3 men at the gate asking for help. One of them is limping and holding a bloody rag to his neck, but he won't let us look at the wound. They want us to patch him up with some of our medicine and stay for the night. In exchange, they'll teach us a few things about construction. These are quiet, honest-looking men, but I suspect one of them has a wound that has been bitten. Should we help them? Screw it. Let them stay the night. The 2 healthy ones, Rory and Diego, gave us welcome advice, putting up basic buildings the old-fashioned way. Without modern power tools, we should be able to build bars, churches, workshops, and laboratories now. During the night, I woke to screams of gunfire, and their friend had quietly died. They returned and attacked them. Michael put him down before anyone was hurt, but it cost us valuable ammunition. The remaining 2 left at dawn without a word. So now we can actually do things. She's enough to defend. That's fine. See, and this is like how the game works, and I just really love it. It's fantastic. Okay, so we still need to reclaim 3 more. So let's see how many zooms are there. She won't survive doing that on her own, so we're just gonna use you. You're gonna go there. Can we do? Nope. Review. Nope. Okay, you're just gonna stand there then. So I have to do 3 more. So that should be easy enough. So is this one clear yet? No, the 13. Okay. Gonna do that. I'm not sure if I want to do everything, like the entire neighborhood, because it's pretty big. But I'll see. Okay, so first off, you're gonna clear this. You are gonna clear. You're not gonna clear. You're gonna scout. Ooh, you're also gonna scout. Because I kind of need to know what I'm dealing with. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Some of the Zed have gotten strangely clever lately. They seem to have figured out how door handles work. One of our scouts reported what looked like someone ordering them around, but I'm not sure how much stock to put into that. Either way, we're going to need to be extra careful when going outside the walls, while this bout of creativity lasts. Last thing I need is a Zed opening whatever kitchen cupboard I've made my latest hiding spot. Diane Moon. Effect. Extra danger from zombies for the next 5 days. Ah, that's gonna be an issue. Ooh, this is gonna be an issue as well. But first off, I want to know how many zombies are there. 14. Okay, so you go there. You're gonna prepare for this. You're gonna prepare together. I'm gonna take this and start. Yeah, scouts first. What else can we take over? 1 zombie. Should I just go through here? I think this place is probably the best to take over, right? Because there's nothing on the sides. So I don't think zombies can come. Only 2 more buildings to reclaim and that's it. Then we can go to the next place. We're gonna do that. Diane, you are going to kill those zombies. You are going to not kill those zombies. You are also not gonna do that. You're just gonna chill here for a bit. You know, no. You're gonna help him. See, easy, fast, done. Now you're gonna kill zombies together. 21. Holy crap! Oh, that's an issue. Oh, what are you going to be attacking? Well, you're not gonna attack anything. You're gonna die. See, that's how you gotta do it. You gotta roll. Michael was taking a midnight stroll through one of our farms when a hand suddenly burst out of the ground and grabbed his leg. He managed to get away, but it looks like we've got something worse than your standard garden pest on our hands. We did some digging and found that the zombies have been tunneling under the wall. We can probably collapse the tunnels, but we need to rebuild our farms afterwards. Yeah, we gotta collapse it. It's gonna be hurting us a lot, but we need to do it, and we also need to look out for ammo. Our ammo is getting very thin. Ah, no! Every bullet counts now that they aren't making them anymore. We can save a lot of ammo if our soldiers close into zombies before they start shooting. But I, for one, feel safe for shooting those effers from the top of some buildings. Even if I miss most of the time. How much ammunition should I use? Balanced ammo. I guess that's just this safest option, right? So we go to the middle path. We'll use ammo at regular rate. Guns still aren't very useful if we ever run out. We can change our policy later. Yeah, we definitely need more ammo. Okay, so a city on the grow. Now that we've grown big enough and people feel safe inside these walls, some of our old problems are coming back. Survivors are starting to bicker among themselves, complaining about the quality of the food, demanding electricity and hot water and civil rights. It's time we build a city hall, set up a government, something better than the old pre-infected one, a system that actually works. City hall has been added to the list of buildings we can construct. So that's basically what you do. Like you go to every city and you basically do this routine. You know, you capture as much as it says, and then you have to build a city hall, and then you can move on. That's what I like about the game. So okay, you go here. Wedding bells. Well, there's something the zombies can't stop. Gooch and Diane have fallen in love and want to get hitched. A wedding would be just what we needed. Seeing these two in love will remind us what we're fighting for. That is cute. Well, we have the food, so let's have a crazy party. Well, Diane married, and that's fantastic. City Hall complete. The flags on City Hall are snapping in the wind. The curved dome shining in the sun. Now to formalize our government by drafting a constitution for it. Everyone seems to agree that I'm the most suitable person to continue leading them. Or at least nobody else has come forward saying they want the job yet. So what sort of government am I going to lead here? Well, we need to determine the basic driving force behind society in Snowmie. This ideology will determine how other factions see us and have subtle effects on our daily lives. Will we focus on growth, on the military, religion, or wealth? What is our highest priority? So repopulating the world is probably a high one. Keeping people safe is pretty important. Providing a religious moral center. I think every society has that, but in a zombie apocalypse, yeah, I don't know. Trading and prospering. Oh, they're all interesting. I don't know, actually. I truly don't know. I'm suffering between keeping people safe and trading and prospering. I like both. I honestly do like both. I think in my normal playthrough, I've chosen trading and prospering. So for this YouTube one, I will go keeping people safe. I'll be militaristic. There are still tough decisions in Snowmie's future, and people's lives may depend on the outcomes. Not everyone's cut out to have these kind of things to weight on their shoulders, and quite frankly, some fail to see the big picture and consider the greater good. Having one leader call all the shots will make it easier to get things done, but so much power can corrupt a person. Our people would rather we elect a Senate to do the voting, but they may be prone to infighting. So, who should we vote? Leaders chooses policies, leader and Senate, or all survivors. Okay, so basically this is the... Yeah, this is basically the ultimate direct democracy, but does that work? It's debatable. This one is basically tyranny. And this one is just normal democracy, and we're gonna go with that. I'm not gonna play as Negan. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna play as Negan. I'm gonna play as a kind leader, and in 5 episodes from now, I'll probably end up killing everybody. But still, private property. The question of private property is a sensitive issue in Snowmie. Some people wish we just leave them and their stuff alone. They wonder why we need so many laws and regulations to enforce what decent folk do naturally. Others think the government should collect and distribute all goods. Everything shared and distributed to those who need it the most. That might work on a small scale, but can we run a society on those principles? How much power should our government have over resources? So, like, if we're, like, that's the thing, we're actually creating a bigger government eventually. That's the idea. It's not just a small community. In the game, as far as I remember, you need to go try to recapture everything. So on that basis, people sharing all resources is not gonna fly. That's just simply not gonna fly. Keeping their own stuff, that is way too libertarian for my liking. And the other one is just communism, and I don't want that either. So we're just gonna go to the middle ground. Some shared, some private property. I think that's a perfect basis for a society in the zombie apocalypse. We need to share some stuff, and other stuff you can keep for yourself. How do we decide who gets the best apartment or who gets luxury goods like tea and peanut butter cups? Sometimes there's only so much to go around. And no, we're all equal, but maybe some of us are more equal than others. If we don't give doctors better food and nicer houses, maybe nobody wants to be one. But if a doctor's kids grow up in a nicer house eating better food, they'll have more energy to study hard and become doctors themselves. Is that fair? So who gets the best stuff? Oh yeah, I forgot this got questions like this. Do we favor the soldiers? Honestly, it would make a lot of sense to favor soldiers. That way you can actually recruit more soldiers. But honestly, if it comes to me, I don't like the random assign. I do think it needs to be either skilled workers or hardest workers. And I honestly don't see the difference between them. Like, does that mean like skilled survivors, I assume it's like higher education, like doctors and stuff like that, that kind of know more, and hardest workers are like builders and stuff? I wish I could pick those both. We'll just go favor skilled survivors. We need a policy for how we deal with criminals. I'm not talking like that jerk who borrowed my lighter and now insists that he found it in a random 812 last month, even though we both damn well know that he stole it from me. Anyway, I don't mean him. I mean people who break the foundations of our ethical code. Murder, treason, unthinkable crimes. How harshly should they be punished? Should they be rehabilitated, jailed, or is it a wasted effort in a world where every bite of food matters? Oh, take away their luxuries, put criminals in jail, kick them out of the fort, or capital cannibal punishment. No, we're not going to be a cannibal society. We'll put them in jail. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, both literally and figuratively. We've got to draw a line somewhere between us and them. Between cutting off all contact with the outside world and giving our storeroom keys to the next guy who comes by asking for handouts. We also got a burgeoning national identity to consider. If we let anybody join us, will they have the same ideals and values? Will they take our jobs and our place in society? Or will more immigrants make us bigger and stronger? Yeah. Again, this is a zombie survival game. I am talking about what I will have to do in a zombie survival situation. We are talking about zombie survival. It's fake. It's fake news. It's zombies, okay? So we take care of our own. We help our allies or help anybody who needs it. Personally, I would love to help anybody who needs it. And that is why I would get us all killed. That is why I would get our entire crew killed. And that's why I should never be a leader in a situation with zombies. So we're just going to help our allies, because if you help your allies, they'll help you. And if they don't help you, you just murder them and kill them all. In a zombie survival situation, YouTube, do not flag this, YouTube. So we help our allies. Military Republic. Well, I guess we're in the CRM now, and if you don't know what the CRM is and you don't know what The Walking Dead is, honestly, you should watch that show. Yes, watch everything. It's genuinely good. I know the season 6 to 8 is a bit boring, but afterwards it gets good again, so don't worry. So we're going to be a military republic. Survivors are already campaigning for Senate seats, but we're limiting the time and resources they can spend on their campaigns as they get some actual work done. Elections will be held by single transferable votes. Every man, woman, and child will know how to cook a rifle and aim for the head. That's actually very good. Those who choose to guard our lives with theirs will be revered as heroes. And if any outsider threatens our dominance over Snowmie, we will answer with war. And finally, what will they call me? General JjustGreg, Commander JjustGreg, President JjustGreg, or I guess JjustGreg. Just Greg. That's fine. I don't need General. Just Greg. That's it. Okay, so now we can actually basically leave if we want, but I kind of want to capture a bit more. This entire side is going to collapse. We need to get here fast. What is your role? He's a leader type. I kind of don't want a leader right now, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna build you a school so we can actually school. We don't need a laboratory because we can capture that one. Is there actually a school that we can capture? Okay, we already have a school. Dude, go to school. School. And you're gonna go become an engineer. We don't have an engineer yet, so. And you, why are you not scavenging, dude? Now you guys can move over here. Can we kill them? No, we can't, so we gotta stay here. You need to be here. Why do... Oh, bunny oneies. I found a whole bunch of rabbits digging through blah blah blah. Okay, so keep them as pets. We have enough food for now. Keep everybody happy. That's important. Can we stop with the zombies getting everywhere? We need to start clearing. We honestly need to start clearing. Oh, we can't do anything. We're actually getting stuck over here. It's getting more and more dangerous to actually do something. Okay, so my character needs to fortify. Diane is one of the strongest ones, so kind of want you here. Good. I want you here. You should, yeah, you should be fine with that. Okay, blood and ice cream. A pair of guys showed up at our gate today. One hefty guy with a shotgun on his back. Another wiry, balding guy with a cricket bat. Okay, so what do they want? They crack jokes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so offer them a beer. We need a bar. Dig up ice cream. So they want ice cream. They said they kill for some old prepackaged. But we have beer. We hooked them up at the bar and spent the night pounding back pint after pint of homebrew. I made myself sick trying to keep up with them. But it was worth it to forget things for a while. And just have a laugh with some friendly guys, like the old days. They were gone by the time I woke up. It was afternoon, admittedly. Looks like they killed a bunch of zombies around our walls. Thank you! And this is why you sometimes help people. That is fantastic news. It makes stuff a lot easier. Okay, so, oh yeah. So basically what perks should you have? So tough, what does that do? Tough's less likely to die, but hard to make friends. Firearms training, +1 defense with anything from pistols to machine guns. Melee is basically the same, but with swords and shovels. You know, let's make her firearms training. Inside threats. JjustGreg is fuming mad. Somebody stole his top hat from right under his nose. Just walked right into the room and took it while JjustGreg was taking a nap. He didn't see the thief, but it sure must have been one of our own people. He wants to help to track down and getting his top hat back. JjustGreg go all vigilante, set a trap for the thief, or talk to everybody. Leadership role. I lectured in front in our personal possessions and messing with the assignment, blah blah. Well, JjustGreg's still unhappy. He thinks it could have gone back if we did things his way. Well, I don't have my top hat now, and now I'm very sad. Strike with food. We have enough food anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much the war goal done. So LeGreg is going to leave the city. I'm sorry, Diane, but it's all on you now, girl. Okay, I packed my weapons, equipment, and as much food as I could carry. I said my farewells at the gate, and Michael promised to take good care of Snowmie. Okay, so Michael's gonna take over. I didn't expect that. He said I'd always be welcome back, but I knew I'd never return. We made our edge to the town, took one last look at the shining city of Snowmie had become, with high walls to keep the chaos outside, hard-working citizens to keep spirits alive, and onward. Okay, so We're gonna leave. Diane, oh, so Diane comes with us. Okay. Diane and I hiked up a hill to scout our route east. We looked down over Snowmie, admiring the strong walls we'd built. Diane said we'd done well, but she could feel other towns out there that need our help. That was when she noticed the scar from my bite. It's been years since the first night of the outbreak, but I still carry this constant reminder. August 14th, 2018. Infected? I finally told her the story, all of it. How I shot Sergeant Hester. How I waited for the fever that never came. Diane was horrified. She pushed me away and accused me of having put the whole fort in danger by not telling her sooner. You could still be infected, she yelled. You could have spread it to others, to me. August 14th, 2018. Attacked. We were too busy arguing to hear the zombies coming. Let your guard down for 1 second. Diane could have killed them all by herself. She was in such a mad fury, but I was distracted. I let one get too close to me. Diane saved my life, but she... No! Diane! No! I've seen a lot of people die, but this... Diane bled out in my arms, talked deliriously, mostly about her teenage son, Mason. She was so sure he's still out there. I'm not alive, I guess. So I promised to look for him. As I move east, we didn't talk about my bite. My plans to move on haven't changed. But I guess I'm leading things now. I just hope I can live up to Diane's memory. Snowmie rebuilt. So, these are the stats. We were there for 166 days. I don't know what minus 8,000 means. Oh, okay, so it's total score. So, like, the longer you stay, the worse it is or something, I guess. So we have 11 living survivors. We didn't lose a single survivor. We had 117 missions completed. We have 125 stuff scavenged. 733 zombies killed and no fractures, obviously, and 3 text researched, and we had normal difficulty. So that was Snowmie, and this is where I'm gonna end the episode, Gangs of Deadsville. So what I kind of want in the comments down below is let me know if you actually want to see more of this or not. If not, then this could probably be a one-off episode and then probably never touch it again. But if you do want to see more, let me know in the comment section down below, and also give me some ideas for city names. And if you ever played this game, give me some tactics ideas. And if you have never played this game and now you're actually wanting to play the game, you can get it on Steam. It's called Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadsville. The link's in the description. And it's honestly a very fantastically fun, enjoyable game. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. Feel free to share and subscribe. JjustGreg, sign out. Real love, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.